to my channel, Jules Craft Room. Today I'm just going to go over my January makes so far. This is the second episode. I've already made a few things this month and I've done a video, so this is part 2. The first of my makes was this lovely little cardigan that I knitted for my youngest grandson Ren, who's 4 months. And it was quite ambitious because you can see it's got the cable going up there, and I think it's 2x2 stitch here, cable stitch, that does that nice decorative bit. So I haven't got the item with me because he's already got it, but I will put a picture up here while I'm talking about it. It was knitted on 5mm needles. I think we used 4mm for the ribbing around the cuffs and the bottom, and then 5mm needles for the body of the cardigan. And we used this Aran wool, which I got for, I think it was for £1 for 50 grams from the pound shop, and if you bought 3 balls you got 1 free. So bought 2 and got the third one free. So it was this quite dark grey colour because she didn't want baby blue. So it knitted up well, nice wool, really happy with that. It went together pretty well. Because it was 5mm needles, it went together really quickly, no problem at all. And the bottom part down here was just stocking stitch, so that went quick, and the sleeves had no cabling on them, so they were really quick to do. And then you added this little collar around here of 2x2 ribbon, and then I dug out some buttons and put some buttons on, but you'll see, I'll put it over here and then you'll see what it looks like. But yes, I was really pleased with that. It went together well. So that was a pattern from one of the magazines, I'm not sure which one. I'm subscribed to Readerly, so you can get as many patterns as you like off there. I just printed it off to make it easier to work from. The other thing I made was a little dress, and I made this little dress here, and I'm in the process of making 3, one for each of my granddaughters. One's about 14 months, one's about 20 months, and the other one is 3.5. So this pattern goes up to large, which is 18 months. But that's for a chest of 20 inches, and all the granddaughters have a chest of 20 inches. So I thought that will do for all of them. I'll just make it longer in the length for the 3.5-year-old. It said you could make it with, it said it was for stretch fabric. But it had a button placket in the back. Don't know if you can see there. And I thought, well, if I'm making it with stretch fabric, surely I can just have it so it pulls over their heads. On closer look at the instructions, what they were suggesting that you do was when you edge round the neck, use some cotton bias binding. I thought, well, that's going to restrict the neck from stretching over the head. So I decided to make my own bias binding out of a scrap left over, and I used that to edge round the neck so that it had stretch. So that's what I did. So I didn't put a button placket in the back. So I just cut 2 pieces that like the front, but with the same, but I used the way the neck was higher at the back. So that went well. So it wasn't many pieces. So so you've got, this is That's one piece where I didn't cut it into two, I made it one piece. Then you've got the other piece. This is the back, I think, because it's higher. So it's just a matter of putting those together. Then there's two sleeves, and then it's just a great big square, two great big squares for the dress there, and another one that side, one for the back and one for the front. So yes, and then of course you gather it and attach it to the body of the dress. So I was determined to try and use my new overlocker, and the first time I used it, oh, it chewed up the fabric, so I thought I really need to practice. And as you can see here, you see the way it's chewed it up. Focus. So, and this was another one where I practiced and it chewed it up. So eventually I changed the settings. It came with the tension of all the dials on 4. And I changed all the dials to 3.5, I think. Yes. I changed all the dials to 3.5. And then it came up lovely. Beautiful. So that's what I went with. So then I started doing it, and I have sewn the first one, and here it is. There. It's the first little dress, and as you can see, there's no button placket at the back at all. So here is the neck. You can see that went really well. You can see at the back, that's where I first did it, and it ruined it there. And then I started practicing on the other bits, and then it turned out fine. And that's the sleeve. And that went really well. And then the same with the hemming of the bottom. That went really well. I was really pleased with that. So the neck's got plenty of stretch, so it should go over their heads. Inside, I overlocked, and I had black in there, and of course I needed the white cones that I had for the cover stitch, so I left the black in the overlocker, but I don't think it's too bad. It's not noticeable. So yeah, so it's all been overlocked with the black. So of course that also gives it the stretch when it pulls on. The only thing I was concerned about is it's quite lumpy here, which I thought, well, luckily they're not going to be sleeping it or anything, because it is quite lumpy. And that's when I did a stitch all the way round the dress to hold it up so it wasn't flapping, but I can't see a way around that. It's just a bit bulky. There's not a lot you can do about it. But yes, I'm really chuffed with that. So it didn't take long to put together. The longest bit was trying to sort out the tension. So yes, so I'm really pleased with that. And now I'm making a little knitted waistcoat to go with it, that you just have a little tie here just to give extra warmth on the body. But yes, I'm really pleased with that. So hopefully I might show you me making the next one on the overlocker and the cover stitch machine, and you'll see, you might see the jumper made up. But that's the one I've done so far, and I'm really happy with that. So I think I could make a bigger version for myself. That would be lovely. But yes, really pleased with that. So that is my make so far. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.